What up, y'all? It's me, your girl, your girl. I decided to do another video for you guys. The idea for this video came about when I hung out with one of my friends from college and we were just kind of talking about the memories that we had back then and how we are now and how things are just completely different, and we made a really big turnabout in our lives. I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that is really important to me, and I'm sure that is very important to you guys. So if you want to figure out what I'm talking about, just keep on watching. So with anything that I talk about, I want to be real and upfront with y'all. This ain't no joke. I'm not trying to joke, okay? I just wanted to talk about honesty. What? Honesty. I'm not just talking about, you know, little white lies that you tell your friends or you tell your girl, like, oh, I can hang out today, you know, I got stuff to do tomorrow, but you're already in bed relaxed at like 9:30. I'm talking about being honest with yourself and the person that you are and the things that you want out of work, relationships, what you want in life, and just being upfront about that and the kind of person that you are. So for example, I've always been crazy. Like, I always been crazy. Before, I didn't want people to think that I was crazy. I wanted to come off like, oh, I'm so chill, I'm so relaxed, like pass it over to me. I don't smoke, by the way. I wanted to come off as like the cool, chill girl, like, you know, anything goes with the flow, like, you know, whatever, that kind of person. I try to put up that front like, oh, I was so cool with things, trying to be the cool girl that I kind of lowered my standards a bit. And I'm not talking about like in guys or relationships, but with the people that I hung out with or the choices that I made and the values that I had about myself. I lowered them. How do I say it? I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, but I wasn't that kind of person. I admit that there are times when I'm very neurotic and I'm very like anal, okay, particular about things, but I didn't put that out there, and I didn't want to show that side of myself because I felt like ashamed. I felt ashamed for wanting things to be the way that I wanted them, or just wanting certain things in general. Like, I need attention. I need attention. Like, you need to love me. You need to be all about this. I need to know you all about this. Before I had met Stefan, I didn't get that from people. It kind of just lowered my expectations about people. Like, I didn't expect them to want to pay attention to me. And when I didn't get that attention, I would be very upset, you know, because I'm like, why don't you love me? Like, what's wrong with me? I was ashamed, and I didn't want to come off as like the clingy girl. I didn't want people to think that I needed that attention. I didn't want to come off as like the attention needing person. When I met Stefan and he was all about this, it really kind of just opened my eyes some more and made me realize, like, okay, you know, this is what you need out of a person. This is what you want for yourself. And I have someone that gives that to me, you know? When you're honest with yourself, it kind of puts an image out there for people. And regardless of whatever that image is, if you are a crazy bitch, if you are very sensitive, if you whatever that image may be that other people perceive you as, then once you accept, you know, that part of yourself, I guess, then you're not going to be offended. When you're being honest with yourself, it's not just the small things or the big things, it's everything. For me, I want to be slim thick recently. I've just been like, oh, you know, I can't get a thick booty if I don't go to the gym, so I'm just not going to do anything, you know? And I do like the bare minimum at home, and I don't eat as well as I should. to get the results that I want. But yeah, that's just like an example of a small way to kind of just like, girl, you can get slim thick, you just gotta stop eating. And with big things, it's like what you want out of a relationship. Like, I need you to love me. I need you to pay attention to me. I need you to give me all of your attention. And that's what Stephen gives me. He all about this, okay, girl? Like, what? Like, what? You just gotta be like upfront with yourself about who you are and what you want out of relationships and like friendships and, you know, yourself. And it's not just about, you know, calling yourself out. It's like, at the end of the day, regardless of if you're in a relationship, you're single, or whatever the situation may be, you are the only person that knows yourself the best. And you're the only one who can put yourself in check. I think a lot of people are in denial about that, or don't want to do anything about that. And it's really sad, because if you're not honest with yourself, you're kind of degrading yourself. The term degrade is just a very powerful word. Like, for someone to degrade you, or for you to degrade someone, is really upsetting. But then for you to degrade yourself, it's like, shit. It's like a reality check. I think that's kind of just like the one powerful thing about a person, is that when you're honest with yourself, and that kind of like boosts up your confidence. Before, when people would say, oh, Courtney's a crazy ass bitch, I would be like, what? Like, me? No. I am so nice. I'm so sweet. Like, oh my gosh, do you want some cupcakes? Like, that would be me. And I would always try to see the silver lining in people, and if they wronged me, I would take the knife, I would wash it, I'd probably put it in the dishwasher, and I never use the dishwasher, and I would give it back to you, so you could have the opportunity to do that to me again. I didn't want to come off hard, and I didn't want to let people know that they hurt me. Now, when people are like, oh, Courtney, I know her, she a crazy ass bitch, I'm like, okay. I just think if we want to better ourselves, we have to confront our demons, whatever those are. Like, if you be drinking all the time, if you want to lose weight and you be eating all the time, if you a lying ass bitch and you be lying all the time, like, you have to look in the mirror and say, do I want to put that out to people? Do I want people to see me in the most negative form that I see myself? Some people are just in denial of who they are, and that's okay. You know, not everybody is gonna wake up one day and be like, ooh, I'm a changed person. That doesn't happen. And it's small steps, it's baby steps, and it's just knowing that we all have the capability to change. And it makes you stronger. It really does, to just kind of look at yourself in the mirror and not point out all your flaws, but to realize that there are flaws about you that you can fix, that you have the ability to fix. Once you accept those things about yourself, the negative things that you see or that other people may call you out on, then it kind of changes you, and it makes you look back like, you know what, maybe I am too cocky, or maybe I am too mean, or something like that. Then it kind of transforms you, and it makes you a better person, not just for yourself, but the people that surround themselves around you, or the people that put you in their circle. It's hard sometimes to really break yourself down and say, you know what, maybe I am to this or to that. When you're honest with yourself and you accept who you are, flaws and all, then it makes it easier to be more honest with other people and with what you want. Something that kind of really hit home for me was closed mouths don't get fed. And girl, if you hungry, you gotta eat. I gotta eat. If you want a real, deep, loving relationship with somebody, then tell them. Don't beat around the bush. If you guys have been, you know, getting it on for 6 months and then you feel like, you know, you're deeply invested in this person, let them know. Sometimes you got to be selfish for yourself, and when you're honest with yourself, then you know what you want. You know what you want out of the things that you encounter in your life, the people that you run into in your life. And if someone isn't benefiting you or giving you what you want and you're being honest about it, then, you know, cut your ties, cut your losses, or not burn a bridge, but just be like, okay, well, you know, you can't offer me what I want out of somebody, out of a friendship, out of a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, then, you know, maybe we should end things. That's something. If you've been working at a job, you've been busting your ass for a long ass time, and you feel like you deserve a raise, maybe you should talk about it. Take advantage of the opportunity to change yourself. If people aren't being honest with you, then that means that they're having issues of their own, you know? The people that lie the most are the people who are unhappy. That's what I think. Because I used to lie. Like, I was a different person back then, and I would be lying to myself about what I wanted out of a person, out of a friends. Even going to school. I wouldn't go to school because I was playing school so hard because I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. And then you fuck up. When you lie to yourself about the things that you want, then you don't get what you really want. Am I making sense? When you put it out there, you know, positive manifestation. It's from my girl Desiree. When you put out there what you want, you're gonna get it. If you don't say nothing, or if you lie about the things that you want, then you're not gonna get the real thing. And you're gonna be upset about it. When you're 100% honest with who you are and what you want, then all the cards are in your favor. And you're gonna get the desired outcome. You may not get it right then and there, but you know, when the time is right, when everything is right, it's just gonna fall into place. Sorry if I was a little all over the place in this video, but I hope you really enjoyed talking with me and sitting down and listening to me. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. God, it's so hot in here. Oh, I gotta fix my hair. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you see my new Apple Watch? Stephen got it for me for my birthday. When he gave it to me, I was literally crying. Like, literally crying. This coffee cup is almost as big as my head. And Stephen says I have a really big head, so. Eyeshadow moment going on right here, you know? Who am I? I'm not a makeup guru. Like, what? I'm not a makeup guru. Like, who am I? So, me and Stephen watched the new movie Hereditary. Well, it's not a new movie, but we watched the movie Hereditary, and I have not slept. And it's gonna be a week later, and I haven't slept with the lights off. Like, I cannot. Like, the first 2 nights were terrifying. Like, I could not sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I just imagine, like, the scary parts in that movie. Every time I watch a show or a movie, I always, like, look up the background information, like, the actors, like, what other shows are in, blah, blah, blah. But when I first watched the movie, I didn't really get it. So I tried to look it up to try to understand it. It's not based on a true story, but it is based on a real demon that people really do worship. Okay? What? I don't think that's the thing that, like, got me. I think it's just because that movie made me feel so uncomfortable. Like, I love scary movies, like, but I'm more about the psychologically scary ones, like the ones that fuck with your brain. That one fucked with my brain really hard. I haven't been able to sleep since I watched that movie because, like, there's this part where the brother, he's sleeping in the room, And then the mom, she getting batshit crazy already. Well, she was already crazy, but now she's batshit fucking crazy. And she's up on the wall like this, like in the corner of the wall like this. Stefan was like, you see that? I was like, what's going on here? And then he like gets up from the bed and then it like pans across the room and then she's over there in the air like crawling like this. I was like, yo, no, that's not happening. But it really got me. Like when I watched that movie, it made, like, just talking about it right now makes me feel like so uncomfortable. Like the hairs on the back of my neck, I don't even know if I have any, but they're like standing up, you know? Some people be lying, but that's none of my business. I farted. All the cards are in your flavor? What?